Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining us today for another episode of Pouring Coast to Coast. Today's challenge was set by Britta, and it was using 4 colors maximum, including black and white, negative space, and texture. So I had some technical difficulties this week, and by technical difficulties, I mean operator error. So I'm gonna have to walk you through a couple of the steps in the video, or talk you through a couple of steps in the video. So be patient, I appreciate it, and I hope you guys enjoy the collaboration today. Here are my paints. I have Artist Loft Black, Float Black. I have Extreme Sheen Obsidian and Extreme Sheen Pewter. Mixed nice and thin. It's about 1:1 paint to pouring medium, and then a bunch of water to thin it down. I'm using a black canvas here. That is not necessary for this technique, but if you're using a white canvas, I would definitely recommend painting the edges. These paints are really thin, and that white edge is definitely going to show through on these if you don't paint the edges. Here we are. So the first canvas I didn't turn out really great. I did not put enough paint down to get it to stretch all the way across the canvas, so don't be shy with your paints. This is basically a dump and swirl inspired by Dwight from Dwight Pours. I'll link his channel in the description below. And you put down your extreme sheen paints, and those are what really creates the magic here. I think those are what are just super reactive and creates all of this beautiful, I don't know if you want to call them cells or pearls, but it creates a beautiful effect on the canvas. So you do have to tilt it out really, really heavily, kind of extreme tilting, until you get all of the excess paint off, and that's what's going to allow the really cool effects to happen. So that's where we're at right now. I'm sorry that my head keeps getting in the way. I've been working with this new camera angle because I like the fact that it gives you guys the same view that I have, but it does mean my head gets in the way sometimes when I forget about it. So I'm going to be working on that. And I sped this up a little bit because I wanted you guys to see just how reactive this is, and it creates just really cool effects. And then this is just a second canvas that I did. And so you're seeing me pour black, basically black on black here. And I had also done a couple of canvases that were white on white. And that's where the technical difficulties came in. I forgot to hit record on those, and I actually didn't even realize it until I was going to edit the video. And yeah, I really wanted to show you a couple of different color combos, so that didn't work out. And then the textured black paint that I had ordered did not arrive in time, so I couldn't show you the finished piece on the black canvas either. So this is a little bit hodgepodge. You're seeing me pour black on black here, and then you're going to see me embellish white on white with the textured paint. So I am sorry, this is not exactly what I planned, but I hope it still gives you guys the idea. And I am liking this technique a lot. I think it has a lot of potential. I'm going to change a few things up, but I will be working with this more. So you guys will see more of this if you enjoy it. Okay, so I did a quick little experiment here and used the paint that I scraped up from the other 2 paintings as my base, and then I poured more of the plain black Artist Loft over top. What this seems to indicate to me is that you can probably mix the extreme sheen with other paints, not the non-reactive paints that is, and create some custom colors, make your paints go a little bit further. These cells seem to be a little bit smaller than the other ones. But it's still very, very reactive, you can see. And this is the texture paint. So I had started by just putting some little blobs down, and I decided to fill in the entire negative space instead of doing just blobs in there. And then I continued to go out from that space and fill in more of the cells with this paint. It adds a really cool texture. You'll see that in the dried results. It's a really, really pretty shell-like almost. It's really interesting. You'll see how it dries. But yeah, so this is the white on white. I didn't get to show you the black on black, but hopefully you can piece it all together from here. And yeah, thank you so much for joining us today. Really appreciate it, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Here we are with the dry results. I really like this a lot. I just want to bring you in close so you can see the outcome of how that paint dries. I think this really has a lot of potential, so I'm going to keep playing with it. I hope you enjoy. Have a wonderful day.